Welcome back to Pause and Reflect, the podcast for animal lovers everywhere. I'm your host, Eden, and as always, I'm joined by the fantastic Anna.
Hello, everyone. So glad to be here. Today, we're diving into a topic that's really at the heart of why we all have pets in the first place: how to build a deeper, more meaningful connection with them.
Exactly. It's about moving beyond being just a caretaker, a food provider, and a walk giver, and becoming a true companion and friend. I know with my dog Sean, our entire dynamic shifted when I stopped assuming I knew what he wanted and started actually listening to him.
Right, listening. It's such a key word, and people might think it's harder with cats because they have this reputation for being aloof. But with my three, I've learned they're communicating constantly. You just have to learn to speak their language, which is often a very quiet one.
So that's probably the perfect place to start. The foundation of any good relationship is understanding, and for that, you need to become a bit of an animal detective. The first step is simply to observe.
Just watch. Put your phone down, turn off the TV, and just watch your pet exist in their space. Don't try to initiate play or cuddle, just be a quiet presence.
It's amazing what you'll notice. With Sean, I started seeing patterns. I noticed how his ears would swivel to catch a sound long before I heard it. I learned the difference between his excited tail wag, big sweeping motions, and his nervous tail wag, which is much faster and stiffer.
Oh, the tail wag myth is a big one, that a wagging tail always means a happy dog.
It's so not true. You have to look at the whole body. Is the dog's posture loose and wiggly, or is it stiff and tense? Are they showing other stress signals like whale eye, where you see the whites of their eyes, or are they licking their lips a lot? That's all communication.
That makes sense. It's the same with cats, but the signals are even more subtle. A cat's tail is like a barometer for their mood. A tail held high with a little question mark curve at the tip, that's a happy, confident cat who's pleased to see you.
The question mark tail, I love that.
But a tail that's twitching or thumping on the floor, that cat is getting overstimulated or annoyed. That's your cue to back off. And of course, there's the famous slow blink. If a cat looks at you and slowly closes and opens its eyes, that is the highest compliment. It's a sign of complete trust. A kitty kiss. It's so powerful when you do it back to them and they see you do it. It's like you're speaking the same language. And it's not just body language, right? Vocalizations are huge. My cats have a whole range of meows. There's the I'm hungry meow, which is demanding and loud, the hello meow, which is a short little chirp, and the I'm so happy to see you trill. Learning to distinguish between them has been a game changer.
Exactly. And that brings us to the next big step, building trust through choice and consent. It sounds a bit clinical, but it's crucial. We as humans have a tendency to want to force affection. We see a cute animal and we want to rush over and pet it.
Guilty.
Especially with puppies. We all are, but a massive way to build a bond is to let the animal initiate. Get down to their level, on the floor, and just wait. Don't stare at them directly, as that can be seen as a threat. Just be a quiet presence and let them come to you and investigate on their terms. This is so important. When Sean meets new people, I always ask them to ignore him for the first few minutes. Let him sniff them and decide they're okay before they reach for him. It completely changes the interaction, from something scary to something he controls. Exactly. You can even do a consent test. With my cats, I'll offer my hand for them to sniff. If they rub against it, I'll give them 1 or 2 gentle strokes. Then I'll stop. And you wait to see what they do?
Yep. If they lean in for more or nudge my hand, it means yes, please continue. If they stay still or move away, it means no thanks, I'm good for now. By respecting that no, you teach them that their choices matter and that you are a safe person to be around.
I love that. The consent test. It applies to dogs too. So many people automatically reach over a dog's head to pat them, which can be really intimidating for a dog. It's much better to offer a hand and let them approach than try scratching their chest or the side of their neck.
Right. You're meeting them where they're comfortable. Another part of this is creating safe zones. Every pet should have a space, a bed, a crate, a cat tree, where they know they will never be bothered. If they retreat there, that's their signal that they need space, and we have to honor that. For sure, Sean's crate is his den. He goes in there when he's tired or overwhelmed, and we have a strict family rule. When Sean is in his crate, he's invisible. That's perfect. Okay, so once we've established that foundation of observation and trust, we can move on to more active engagement, which is the really fun part. And that means play. Yes, but not just any play. It should be species-appropriate play that taps into their natural instincts. For cats, that is all about their prey drive. The best way to play with a cat is with a wand toy that has feathers or a mouse on the end. You want to mimic the movements of prey. Make it hide behind furniture, skitter across the floor, and occasionally let them have a successful catch. Letting them catch it is so important for their confidence. It is. It completes the prey sequence for them. Stalk, chase, pounce, catch. It's incredibly satisfying for them and builds a bond because you are facilitating this amazing instinctual activity. Just waving a laser pointer around, on the other hand, can actually be really frustrating for them because they can never catch the dot. That's a great point. For dogs, it can be more varied. Sure, there's the classic game of fetch, but many dogs also love puzzle toys where they have to work to get treats out. It engages their brains. And something I've gotten into with Sean recently is scent work.
Oh, scent work? Tell us more.
It's basically just teaching them to find hidden treats or toys using their nose. You can start really simple just by hiding a treat under one of 3 cups and letting them figure out which one. A dog's sense of smell is their superpower, and letting them use it is incredibly enriching and tires them out in a really good way. It builds their confidence and our partnership. That sounds amazing. So beyond play, the final piece of the puzzle I want to talk about is creating positive rituals. Animals thrive on routine, and when you build small positive moments into that routine, it strengthens your bond every single day. Yes, rituals are huge. We have a calm time ritual every night with Sean. After his last walk, the lights get dimmed, I put on some quiet music, and he gets a special long-lasting chew. He settles on his bed next to me while I read. There are no commands, no expectations. It's just quiet time together, and he knows it's our special time to wind down. That's so lovely. For me, it's the morning grooming ritual. One of my cats, Oliver, loves being brushed. So every morning while my coffee brews, I sit on the floor with a soft brush and he comes over for his 5 minutes of grooming and purrs his little head off. It's a predictable moment of one-on-one affection that starts our day off on the right foot. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as the specific way you greet them when you come home, or a little training session before dinner. It's about creating these small pockets of positive, predictable connection in their day. Totally. So if we were to boil it all down for our listeners, what are the key takeaways?
I think there are 3 main steps. First, become a quiet observer. Learn your pet's specific body language and what they're trying to tell you.
Second, build trust by giving them choice and respecting their consent. Let them initiate contact and always give them a safe space to retreat to. And third, engage with them actively through species-appropriate play and create small, positive daily rituals to reinforce your bond. Perfectly put. And remember, this is a journey. It takes patience and consistency, but the reward, that incredible unspoken connection with another being, is absolutely worth it. Couldn't agree more. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks so much for tuning in to Pause and Reflect. We'll be back next week with a deep dive into deciphering common pet behaviors. You won't want to miss it. Bye, everyone. Give your pets a slow blink from us.